sort of take you blow by blow and give you a picture of what was happening. On the 13th of Nisan, which was a Thursday, at night, there's something called the Bedikas Hametz, the searching for the leaven. You know, a little leaven leavens the whole lump. And you have to be careful. We're supposed to be bread of a new baking because Moshiach, our Pesach Korban, has been sacrificed. And so we have to examine ourselves to make sure we're in the faith. And if you see what's going on around the Tish, where Moshiach is sitting with his Shulahim, he says to them at one point, "One of you will betray me." And they all say, is it I, Lord? And you know, some of you are sick and some have fallen asleep because when you sat down at the Lord's table, the Tish, the Pesach table, you didn't realize you were eating and drinking judgment on yourself. And, you know, so many people who are not Jewish, they lose the gospel because they say, well, you know, I know the Lord. I have the assurance of salvation. It's a done deal. There's nothing more for me to do. And so I don't have to really keep myself in the love of God. I don't have to make sure that I don't have to examine myself to make sure I'm walking in the faith. I can leave all this stuff out. It's just Judaism. I can leave it out. I want to tell you, there's a danger in that, because the farther you get away from Messianic Judaism, I'm talking about the real Messianic Judaism, the more dangerous it is for you, because the Bedikas Hametz, you know, this word Hametz, it's a very important word. It has to do with that swelling pride, whatever can trip you up. Above all, guard your heart. You know, the little foxes spoil the vine. In Job chapter 20, verse 20, it says the Hanef will not be able to save himself with what he most desires. You see, the thing that you most desire, family, money, looks, vanity, your relationship with the opposite sex, your job, none of this is going to last. You won't be able to save yourself with any of it. And you have to know that some are sick and some have even fallen asleep. It's a dangerous thing to sit at the table with the Lord. Look at Judas Iscariot, Yehuda. He's hanging there by his neck, and he missed what was getting ready to happen, because on Thursday night there was the Bedikas Hametz, where they searched for the Hametz around the table of the Lord, and then on the next day, Friday, when the lambs were being led to the slaughter, there was a lamb that was led to the slaughter. Isaiah chapter 53, verse 7. And he died with the other lambs. And the first Seder was Friday night. Erev Shabbat actually had turned, the sundown had come. The Seder began right before sundown and continued throughout the entire night. And that's the 14th of Nisan, which becomes the 15th of Nisan, which is the, when you count the Hag Hamatzot, it really begins on the 15th. And then on the 16th, you have Hag Habikurim. This is the first fruits. This is where Leviticus 23:11 comes in. I'm not talking about Shavuos now. It's also called that. But I'm talking about when the Kohen waves the Omer, and we're counting the Omer starting on Saturday night. And the Kohen is in the temple on Sunday morning counting the Omer. And we count from Saturday night all the way through to May the 23rd. I'm talking about